place to call home. Luck Stitch's crew hold a common thread, a misfit bunch where memories tread. They're guardians, so strong and true, protecting the crew as they journey through. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Tapestry grand, unraveling mysteries hand in hand, sailing the waves beyond the stars they soar, forever seeking more and more. Explorers at heart with whimsy and glee, the Wanderpus crew set their spirits free, in pursuit of good with chaos untamed, to find a new place to make their names. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky.
It's a bop. It's going to remain a bop forever. Okay. So everyone, today we are playing the Speakeasy game, setting up some stuff for the month. Got some scenes planned out for everybody. We're all still in the Silver Thimble. I do think that this is taking place, these games are either taking place the next day or very close to around yesterday. And like that's really it. So I have taken you guys' like requests for the scenes. Some of them like aren't gonna happen, but you'll see why that for later in the month situation. I do think I am most interested in seeing Karam up first, honestly. Yeah, I don't know why any of you want to go on a date with me, but okay. Especially like a flamingo version of me. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Nope, I don't want to talk to him.
I want to talk to you.
Good.
Good.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
You too.
No, can you guys hear me right now?
Yes.
That's so weird. I'm not hearing the beeping of like it telling me that push to talk is working, so I keep hitting multiple times. Tech problems all around. Really has been. All right, got it in one. I thought I had tokens set up and I didn't. All right, so So first and foremost, Karam, you say that you are going to Dyad to research what the folks at Gibbet are up to based on
The recording.
The recording.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I saw an opportunity with the web ball game.
All right, so you are in Dyad. Where did I? Okay, I'm right here. All right. So in Dyad, this is specifically Dyad's version of Market Square. Krieg's is around here somewhere. Krieg's. Just in case anybody was curious, it exists.
Oh, they fixed the lighting.
They did. It's been a couple months. But so Karam, as you're like, what are you looking for specifically in Dyad? Are you planning to go to the embassy? What is Karam doing?
My first thought was to kind of look around the embassy, see if there's a way that I can sneak in without them noticing. See if I can find what this baby is.
Let's get a couple things here. Yeah, okay. So you're gonna head to the embassy. And let's get you over there then. Like, without making any rolls or anything, as you approach the embassy, you see a bunch of salesmen standing around the entrance to it. You see at least 3, probably more of the Linkertons, specifically guarding. Like, they are at the door. And like, as you approach, you will see another one is on the roof with a sniper rifle.
More secure than I was thinking it'd be.
And also secured by his men, like, not by who you would expect to be here. You do not see any of the Gibbet people. You do not see lithium. You do not see carbon. Like, you strictly see salesmen.
Well, I already came this far. Might as well at least take a look at the inside.
All right, you're gonna try to sneak in?
Yep.
All right, give me a 20-sider. And how are you do? Well, give me the 20-sider and then tell me how it goes.
Oh
shit! I didn't give you guys the link. I gave it's this exact same as before, so it says everybody's here. So, yeah, I'm gonna put it in a workshop right now. Sorry, guys. Really burnt out this weekend. All right, there you guys go. If you yeah. So when you guys are in the scene, you guys can go ahead and join that one. If you do join it, please don't make a bunch of rolls until like necessary.
All right, device is already enabled. All right, let's see how this goes. Terribly.
Badly. Okay. So how's it go wrong? What goes wrong?
I think I managed to sneak past them, getting up to a window that I think is unlocked. And as I go to open it, I push it up too quickly and end up shattering it.
Absolutely. Okay. So like we're gonna say like you're up here, and like as you shatter it, this isn't a tough choice. It's a straight failure. You get shot.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Like, that sniper is not fucking around. Like, immediately, no yelling, warning, or anything. You don't hear a thing until you feel that bullet going right through your collarbone. And like, because it is a speakeasy scene, I'm still gonna give you stuff for it. As you are falling off this window, and at the like, you guys are on a bridge right now. This is a bridge. The river is right here. Like, so like you're gonna fall into the water. Now, you can, and here's a tough choice, even though it's not a tough choice. You can see what's inside a little bit. You can get a quick peek of it, but you are going to be spotted as who you are. Like, they are going to recognize you as Karam. Or you don't get to see in it, but you also don't get, like, they don't know it's you.
I think just because of how good the sniper was, I'm seen.
Right. So yeah, you look inside real quick, and you just see I can show you real quick. If I made it, I did make it. I literally just made this, and now it's gone. Looking inside, you see a bunch of lizards, a bunch of like Linkertons. Like, you know some of them by name, by working with them in the past, but they all working with the Gibbet stuff. You don't see a single person from Gibbet in here, not a gas mask in sight, but you do see the glowing tubes, and you do see like the null metal bullets, but you also are going to get a sight at guns. Lots and lots of guns. Oh, it's right here, actually. Boop, here we are. So, like, they look up and, like, they see you, and one of them just, like, is that Karam? And then the bullet goes right through your collarbone. Like, all right, so, like, you land in the water, and, like, you 4 damage, by the way.
Yeah, I figured I was going to be seeing Cash after that one.
You have been shot by null metal, and you have a null metal bullet inside of you, for the record. Like, oh no, it probably went clear through, but magic cannot heal this.
Oh well.
And then Karam's... Oh, go ahead.
I guess it's time to dive under and just get away from here.
So yeah, you just swimming away. Yeah, trying to get away. I'm not gonna make you roll to get away, but I will tell you there are bullets like doing that like slow passing you thing that you know from movies, and just like the other guys are like leaning over the edge, and they are opening fire on you as well. Like, you know some of these people, and they know it's you, and they are still actively trying to kill you.
Just like home. Yeah, no, I have a rebreather. I don't need to come up for air.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Where can I have you come up? Oh, right here. Right. So like you come up like wounded. It's still the middle of the day. Like that, it was just dark in that one scene because that's the only one I have for it. But yeah, like you're bleeding. You like people are around you, like looking at you, like are you okay? Kind of deal. Like what's the play here? Is it to get out of town as fast as possible?
Yeah, I think after seeing that the guards were just ready to take my life, whereas the ones inside seemed a little more hesitant, it seems there's definitely a chain that has been given orders to take anyone out. So I'm just booking it.
All right, absolutely. Go ahead and give me another 20-sided. This is just to see if I can give you any extra information, really.
5.
It's like, okay. Let's see. How does it go more wrong for you?
Ooh.
Oh, I got it. I got it. Hold on.
Oh,
Here we go.
no.
Let's go back to the inside the factory, please. All right. So this is Crom has got away, everybody. Crom, you've made it to the ferry, or however you plan on getting back. Maybe you have a little boat hidden somewhere in the harbor.
Little boat.
Absolutely. So, then we have a scene after the fact, and we see Sal walk into the factory and look around at the people who saw Karam, and they're telling him, they're pretty positive. They are positive it was Karam in there. He's just like sneaking around here. After yesterday's showing of the silver thimble getting buddy with the flamingos, we're gonna have to push things up. And you see Sal is just like walking back and forth. He's just like, we can't move against the silver thimble. Why? And we wouldn't. But if they have aligned themselves with the flamingos in this situation, then we make it known. And it's just like 1,000 coins. If we see him in the city again, whoever brings me his head gets 1,000 coins. And there is now a bounty on Karam's head. And then, we just see Karam was like on his boat, bleeding. Oh, wait, I actually do have a thing for this. All right.
Uh-oh.
Go me. It's about production value. There we go. Karam landed his boat on the beach.
Yeah, definitely taking some time to bandage the shot now that I'm not in as much danger. Cass is gonna be upset.
Nice dinghy, dork. Says the captain as you land. Captain's just there fishing.
Yeah. Anything good today?
So for the record, I mean, you did learn some stuff, but you gotta put it together. But
yeah, I mean, at the very least, the obvious fact is that Sal is definitely working with the gibbet, just unsure of how much or how long it's going to be.
Did you have anything else that you wanted to do right away, or do you want to call that a scene?
I think that's a good scene.
That feels like a good scene. I really wanted to gotta set the tables for tomorrow because we're going to Dyad tomorrow.
Oh God, I got wanted before that.
Yeah, let's go. It's taking place in Dyad. All right, so with that scene, I think Professor Winter, are you in the call?
I am now.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Karam.
Yep. See ya.
See ya. It's gonna be good. I had to remember what I named my vampire token. All right. So let everybody. I don't think everybody's met. Who we're about to. Ooh, where the hell is it? Okay, everybody. This is Marcus. The character, Professor Winter's character from season 1. He's in his fancy tailor shop. Look at all of his cool suits on the mannequins back there.
All right, let's see. I missed a couple of seams there. Damn it.
Your little bell on your door goes off as you don't hear any footsteps come in though, but you do or you know somebody's in here.
Don't bother to look up. All right. You looking for something special? Picking up, dropping off, commission?
We're looking for a rather large order. And we have heard that you are quite familiar with the Wandercrew.
That gets my attention. Look up and look at this guy. Yeah, I know about the crew. So he's saying a large commission here. So keep going.
It's just and they pull out a black envelope and hand it to you. And go ahead.
Nope, just taking it there and then just letting this new customer continue.
The Marquis is throwing a grand masquerade at the end of the next month. There are very many VIPs, of course, and some of the Wandercrew have been extended invitations themselves, but the Marquis believes that all of Lockstitch should be invited, if not to the formal masquerade, but to the smaller, not the pedestrian one, but a step above, but still a step below. You understand?
Yeah, it sounds like I'm back on the sub all over again. I mean,
The festivities,
money.
if you will. We have that in droves, and you see them going up to multiple of your outfits and testing the fabric. It's just you do quite good work, and you see him run his hand over one of them. I think this is a quilted jacket that looks very similar to the jacket that Marcus designed for Bonnie, and he runs his finger over it, and they're like, Stitchcraft, are you?
Yeah, that's why I end up back in the crew, back in the. Well, probably wouldn't believe me even if I told you, but yeah, that's why I'm known for. That's how I do this stuff. And do have one question for this commission. How wild this Marquise want the wardrobe for the big boys?
You see this one, the vampire just motion to themselves, and it's just they need to fit in. Are you any good at mask design?
I think I can make do.
Excellent. I would like a mask for every member of the crew. All of them. Be specific. Put in the extra work for anyone wearing that has an envelope that matches this. But otherwise, I don't want any shoddy craftsmanship.
You can stop there. If you're gonna claim I got shoddy craftsmanship, I think we're done here.
I would never. You come highly recommended.
Good. Then my work is working.
Absolutely. We will bring you the materials. Obsidian is the name of the game, good friend. Adornments as they are, like, match the character. You, of course, understand. Detailed descriptions, if you could have them provide.
Of course. Like I said, what do you think I was doing most of the time on the sub?
Nodsy nods, just like, excellent, excellent. So, we are looking at upwards of 50 masks. Do you believe that you will have time by the end of the next month to prepare these?
Something this big, gonna make time. It's been a while since I've, been around the thimble, so maybe an excuse to do some old home week.
They nod, and it's just like, we have discussed this with the captain and provided the date and the setting and the requirement for garb. So they will be sending them to you. Is there a specific place you would like them to come and have this conversation with you? Do you want them to meet in here or perhaps at a bar? The diving bell, I've heard, is quite popular.
Well, I think we could start at the bell and from there get the basics. But once we get things moving, I'm going to want them here. I'm not taking my stuff out of here till it's done.
Absolutely. So, this is excellent, excellent, excellent. And they drop like a sack of coins on the counter. And they're just like, I'm sure that'll get you started. And like I said, the materials will be here anytime. I just wanted to get your assurance that we could come to an agreement.
Always. Something like this, I'm always happy to provide. Just one quick thing here, and I'm going to go over to my handwritten calendar, see the notes there as to, okay, this one here, and then just cross out everything else and just write in big letters over the rest of the month, Obsidian.
They nod. That is priority. I appreciate priority. And they pull out another sack of coins and just drop it on the counter.
Yeah. Thanks for the extra there. That'll make sure to soothe a few feelings for the boys that are getting bumped back a little.
These children are screaming outside my window. So yeah, they do not shake your hand. They just like also this person has 5 arms on their left side, but no other arms. And they open the door and they're just like, we'll be talking to you soon, and we appreciate you being able to do this for us. We will talk to the captain, and they will be sending them to the diving bell whenever you're ready.
Right, I'll figure I'll be there in a couple of days. Make sure they have their thinking caps on, because this ain't going to work if they can't tell me their style. And I used to tell them their style. I'm going to try to be a bit nicer this time.
And they're going to just step out of your door. You hear the little jingle, and then they are gone into the night. Or day. I don't know what time it is right now. I'm going to assume night because they are a vampire. And with that, just so everybody knows, this is like a thing. If you like, we are going to Midjourney design all of you guys' masks. Just go into the diving bell at some point. RP that you are just talking with Professor Winter's character Marcus, and we will get the masks made for you.
I'm gonna just weigh in real quick. I think we're gonna put this into its own thread.
Oh wait, okay.
So we'll get that set up for you guys, so it's its own.
Yes, please. Sorry, that's on me.
No, that's very fair, because I mean, up to 50 people. That's going to be a lot of things going back and forth. Also, just as a note to let everyone know in terms of the Discord, from The 18th until 25th, I'll be around a little bit, but on and off because going to be vacation, but still have my laptop with me, so I'll be able to check in from now and again.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
keep
sure
an eye
that'll
on
work
it
out
too.
perfectly,
Yeah.
to be honest.
And thank you very much for coming in and playing the character Marcus. And this is like this month's RP. Like this is our guided RP situation. We want you guys in there discussing what you're going to be wearing to the masquerade and by extension the festivities.
Yep, thanks for having me. And also for the record, because I could tell it was barely coming through, that was indeed supposed to be like a heavy New York accent.
Honestly, I felt like I could hear it. Like, I could hear what you were doing. It made it distinct from your other characters. I feel like you could have gone heavier, but that's just me, personally, as a New Yorker.
No, that's fair. I didn't feel comfortable going heavier because I've only been practicing it today.
Okay, but how would Marcus say Mario?
There's a right answer to this question.
How would Marcus say that he's going to get into a shower with Mario?
Let's see. I'd say they're all right. Gonna have to clean up with that plumber asshole.
Gotta take a shower with Mario. Oh,
Mario.
No, not,
it's
no.
Mario, okay?
Mario. Shower. Alright, sorry. It's terrible. But yeah. So I look forward to that. I am sorry I did not get to like proof the character with you. Like we'll keep working on him and we'll see what happens with the way that he looks.
No, that's fair. That's at least one nice thing about the original character. Skin color changes daily, so have a wide open field for experimentation.
Midjourney does not like multicolored skin.
Wow, that's kind of racist.
It kind of is. Mostly against fantasy. They can keep other things fine.
Fair enough.
Okay. So thank you very much for coming in, and thank you for also like agreeing to take the lead on the guided RP this month.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you very much. The next scene I would like is I know that Carrie and Josh are not here, but if I could get I don't know if Soki's here either, but I think I've seen Ro. I would like Soki and Ro in here for Tomb Squad.
Tomb Squad.
Tomb Squad.
What?
Tomb Squad is always hilarious to me.
Sorry about that. I was putting spaghetti away.
It's a weird way to say Tomb Squad.
That's a really weird way to say Tomb Squad. Also, how do you put spaghetti away? Like, do you mean just eating it fast?
That's one of the definitions.
Or is it like in boxes?
Glass containers.
Wait, you have leftover spaghetti?
Yep.
Wild. Just housing some spaghettis.
It's so I got lunches for the next coming week.
Ah, meal prep. I gotcha. I do not meal prep. I mainly panic 15 minutes before food needs to be ready. But anyway, what's training look like for Tomb Squad? You guys are in a gym that like you guys have been provided. What are you guys working on?
I would like to offer forth a routine of squad poses. Because we really
we genuine this.
Yeah, we have to get you this.
We have to. We just have to. There's no other way around it.
Okay. What do these poses look like?
Nope, I didn't think that far ahead.
Obviously, Tarkus is in the very back, being the biggest.
Would have been really fun if we just put the smallest in the back. Nobody sees it coming.
Actually, no, Soki is posing on Tarkus's shoulders.
Yeah. It's like, do we just T-pose for Tomb Squad?
Tomb Squad. So Tomb Squad walks in a single file to hide their numbers.
Tarkus in the front, everybody in line behind him, all T-posing.
So we got the capital T, then 3 lowercase t's.
Yeah.
Blueberry's really putting the work in. He's somehow a cursive capital T. Alright, so like you guys are like working on your poses, and then you guys hear Avant-Garde come running. Avant-Garde has changed their look. They are now wearing you can't see it on the t-shirt, but it does say Tomb Squad. But also he has designed t-shirts that fit ithalids and every other tentacled creature. The t-shirt goes all the way down and covers each tentacle like a onesie. And
The man's a genius.
It's like pants, but like just it's still a t-shirt. And he just comes like running in. He's just like, nice. T-pose to assert dominance. I love it. And he's just like, it's like, guys, I just got a letter from Chester. Like, it's very exciting.
Chester of the Adventurers Guild, yes?
Chester, like leader of the Adventurers Guild, Chester. And he's just like, there is a 5-star mission up. There hasn't been a 5-star mission in over a century. And it's just like, and they're offering it to all of the 3-star teams, but you guys get it first. It's right here. And like he puts it down, and it's just like, you are looking for the Curse Breaker, an item of immense power, an artifact that is believed lost eons ago, like hasn't been seen, but Chester has it on good authority that it is somewhere on Folksong. And doesn't know exactly where it is, but whoever signed up for this mission is paying top dollar. And it's just like, look at the reward. And the reward is a fully functioning genie's lamp.
We have to take it, right? We are the best adventurers, so obviously this should fall to us.
This will solidify Tomb Squad in the annals of history. Like, everybody will think Tomb Squad whenever they think adventure.
Whenever they think of adventure, it's going to be that capital T.
It's like, and he's just like, he just puts his hand in. He's like, Tomb Squad.
Tomb Squad.
Tomb Squad.
And definitely Blueberries and Rosie also do Tomb Squad, but and he's just like, now, have you guys heard anything about this in your travels? Can you two roll me a 20-sided, and I can tell you if you guys have heard anything about it. Oh God, you guys are so bad at this game.
I would like to use some pitch for Soki.
I mean, if you want to, but it's really funny if this is the way that it's gonna go.
I feel like the nat one on my part is bad enough.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna take the highest and the lower. Yeah, so you guys have no idea. You don't know what this is. You've never heard of it. We're going to refund that one for you, Ro, because I was just going to take... unless Soki rolls a 20 right now.
I got this.
Okay.
It's only because you said it.
Yeah. If it's a 20, it'll be a natural reap and sow. So there we go. It was a 5. It was no better. Yeah, it's no better. You guys have never heard of this. This item. No clue what it does. It's called the Curse Breaker, but you guys have seen tons of magical items that have absolutely nothing to do with their name. It's like, all right, what row? All right, Tarkus, you have heard of it. What do you think it is? What do you know it is? And where do you know it is?
I believe it is an item that prevents you from swearing.
Sick. Where is it?
Can I get a map of folk song?
Okay, yeah, give me 1 second. Do I have a map of folk song? Easy to get. You would have thought I would have put all the maps on this, but not all of them, just a whole bunch. All right, this is folk song.
I think the best way to do this is for me to just close my eye and ping a random spot on the map.
And while like that's happening, Soki, why are your poses just not gonna land? What about them is gonna be, are they just too complex to do in the field?
Yeah,
Are they like,
I was gonna say, so the T pose is really just for entering, a scenario.
of course.
But like in the field, I think we're working on something where we're like all kind of like hanging off of Tarkus in some different other form. But we're just not great. Just not great at it yet. We'll get there, but not yet. Either that or we try to spell tomb and we're not flexible enough for it.
oh yeah, the B is gonna be really difficult.
That's unfortunate.
All right, so
My blind pig has put it near Belltown.
right near Belltown. All right. And you guys just see Avant-Garde being like, yeah, okay. Yeah, if it's near Belltown, that's fine. But it's weird that they'd be willing to give up such a powerful item to stop somebody from swearing. But, some people are more sensitive than others. I understand. Like, I guess that would make sense why it's called the Curse Breaker. And, like, Avant-Garde's just like, all right, okay. So we head out. We're going to head out very soon. Like, get you guys' stuff together. We're going to be leaving within the week. Like, and he puts his hand back in. Tomb Squad.
Doom Squad.
Tomb Squad.
Tomb Squad. And then then he T-poses. Like, and he goes up all the way up on all of his tentacles to make it look as much straight as a T, but you can see he's a bit off balance by that. Tomb Squad. But yeah, so Tomb Squad has no information on what their mission's about to be, so that's fun. Oh, they have information, they're just wrong.
We'll figure it out like we figured out everything else along the way.
Right? It's not an adventure if you know how it's going to end.
Exactly.
All right, yeah. Do you guys just go back to like training your poses?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, let's. What if we all formed a giant T instead of individual T poses?
Tarkus has the longest arms. He should be at the top. And then it's just like it ends with a montage of like Rosie climbing on top of Blueberries, who is on top of Soki, and then Tarkus is just like trying to climb up.
An hour later, we see Tarkus wheeling everybody to the hospital.
Yeah, Crom's in the hospital with his gunshot wound. And it's like I fell down some stairs. I just got a really, really good message a second ago. That's very fun. So yeah, so that is why is Paris Hilton advertising Taco Bell to me? All right. So yeah, that's it for Tomb Squad. Good luck on you guys' game that you ended up not getting any hints about.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, we're the best adventuring group.
You
It'll
are
work
though.
out.
It's fine that this part doesn't work out. It's make sure you don't roll bad during that game.
Yeah, just get it all the way before the game starts. I was thinking 5 steps ahead or something.
Listen, if our information is bad, think about how bad everyone else's information is.
I mean, that's fair. Nobody else is going to find it. But I don't think anybody else is looking in Belltown for a hammer that stops people from swearing. That exists now, by the way. That's just in the game. It's not what you're looking for, but it definitely, there is a magical item out there that will do damage to you every time you swear.
That's awesome.
All right, so thank you guys so much. And the next scene that I would... Ooh. Yeah, I accidentally touched my earbud and it started playing music. The next thing I would like to do is Vatna in the Mystician's Lab. If Lord is in the chat. I saw him earlier, but I don't know if he's still there.
Hello.
All right, Vatna, what is it that you're working on? Like, what is this month's, like, guided, like, what are the Mysticians going to be working on?
Ratna's just like lounging in a chair, looking at his wall of side projects that he just hasn't even started on. Still on the idea board. He's just like he's been wadding up like a piece of paper, just trying to feel at the edges of it, seeing if there are any like loose threads, like really figure out what this paper is. What this paper is, like capital I.
Is it just standard paper?
Well, here's what I'm getting at. Since being born in the middle, like the threads of reality was like were his playthings. Here in seasonal, not so much. So he's really trying to grasp at those threads to try and get a feel for them again. Here in seasonal.
If it's paper from, all right, so here we go. If it's standard paper from seasonal, like somebody in Dyad is like putting out paper because they have like industry for that as well, then it is simply paper. Now, if you have a stack of paper from around the world, like say, how do the folks from Gibbet create paper? Well, they create paper by like smashing down, like, and they use it as the last bit of it. So, like, you realize that you could write a scroll, or like scrolls are made on this paper. It's like on the seasonal paper. It's close enough to liminal that you guys can have that work. Like the stuff that you buy in the shop, those cards, like those scrolls, absolutely, you could do that with normal seasonal paper. If you're taking paper from Gibbet, it has nothing to it. It feels lifeless in a way. Like, I could see a world where Vatna would snack on the paper from Liminal, just like moths, like a moth, as like a chip or something. It has magic to it, like everything else. So it's like, okay,
It's happened before.
absolutely. You wouldn't
Not
do
much
that
paper
with
from
Gibbet.
liminal anymore, though.
Not much, not at all. Nobody thought to stock up.
Yeah.
There was a weird otter fox guy. He was docking up on it for a while. I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know, but I do have some of his ink that he gave me.
Absolutely. But and if you wanted to like, and I'm not saying you're using up this ink, but speaking on that, like say you take that ink and you write a scroll, or like you write something on this paper, on seasonings paper, it works fine. And it's like, okay, it takes to it just fine because it's close enough to liminal that you understand that. Gibbet, if you drop a piece on any of the ink onto the Gibbet paper, you know what happens when you get a pan so hot that it doesn't even steam when it hits it. It just like all splits apart, like hydrophobic style.
Mm-hmm.
And like starts sliding around the pan. That is what happens if you drop the ink on this. It will just slide around trying to find a place to sit, and then it'll eventually fall onto your desk.
There is nothing there. Vatna's saying this out loud, and any of the mysticians could probably be here if they wanted to, but he's still just basically talking out loud to himself. To whatever spirits there are. What do you make of this? I'm going to try and use the detect magic ability on it.
The paper has no magic to it. If it's from Gibbet, not an ounce. Like not even close. Like you cannot. It's not even that you can't detect it. It just doesn't appear at all. It becomes like reverse. It becomes camouflage.
Vatna is going to go up to the Mystician group like whiteboard and then just like tack this piece of paper to it and write underneath null paper.
Absolutely. So okay. Are you gonna try to study this stuff? Like study you don't have to say you're studying paper. You guys can study the null if you want to. Is that what you'd like to?
I would suggest to Kay, being a bureaumancer, to see if he can like make a contract of it. Like if it like maybe he can't make a scroll, but maybe he can make a contract on it. And then try it with the seasonal paper as well.
The seasonal paper would work for sure. The null, absolutely not. You guys can't use any AP abilities on the null paper, or anything that would, even if it's 0 AP. If we colloquially would call it magic, it's not going to work.
So even bureaumancy doesn't work on it.
Bureaumancy is still magic. Bureaumancy is actually is the most magical thing so far right now.
Yeah, it's like super magic.
It's super magic. Like it's magic based on belief in the magic. Yeah, it's like turbo magic. I do love Luke Turbo though. He's my favorite character.
Well, for Vatna's personal project, he's going to just like try and just feel out the edges of it, trying to like uncover the reality of it in his spare time. But in terms of Mystician wide projects, I don't know. To be decided in workshop.
Okay, absolutely. So let me see. I'm trying to figure out a way to give you a little bit more for this. Like,
What? Do other objects from Gibbet have the same feeling to it?
anything made in Gibbet is going to feel like this except for mana batteries. And you guys could say that you have a mana battery here. It would definitely be within the Mystician's like wheelhouse to
Sure.
So yeah, you'll have a mana battery on your desk, and like looking back and forth between the paper and the mana battery style. I think you would start to realize what's in the mana batteries is kind of swirling, and your detect magic is mana batteries taste green. They do.
I've had the
what
raw
is-
stuff. It was great.
Yeah, this stuff is great. Like, if you wanted to taste it, like when people aren't looking back and just like taking sips out of the mana battery.
I mean, that's the first thing he does with anything. Any new object, he's like, shocking.
And like, oh, go ahead.
Nope, that was it.
You definitely, these are like to a very, 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 very small degree. Like when you are like using magic around the room, you can see the cloudy green inside the mana battery kind of like chasing you down, like it's attracted to whenever you use magic around the room. Like, so if you are like standing to the left of it, and even if you're not doing anything targeting it, but say you're just like levitating something around so you can grab it easier, or like pulling on the threads of things, like the camera would show like it lava lamping towards you, like it's magnetized towards you, like it wants to get out to help you do what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Hello, little spirit.
And I think I think
But
that
it's like tap on the glass a little bit, like a fish.
and I do not want to tell you that they are sentient. Like this, like we know that there are spirits, and spirits are like the cause of magic, and we know that some of them can become sentient, but like the ones at this point are not. Like these were mostly pulled out of fish because they ground up a bunch of fish to make mana batteries with. But you do see they are attracted to your magic. And yeah, that's a real fun start for the Mysticians. Like a way we could go down that road for sure.
I'm picturing like Vatna with like a little shaker of like AP salt into the tank. Just here you go, little guy.
Oh my god! Oh, treating the spirits like what they were before they turned into mana batteries. That actually does build on the thing that we already discussed. But like the fact of the giving ghosts names situation, they became more real. Like when people started assigning them names and giving them jobs. I think if you do that, you Vatna will. I don't think anybody else will right away, but Vatna will be able to see them swimming around the mana battery as though you can see the shadows of fish. Much, much smaller than they were. But like you can see the mana battery starting to take more solid forms as they like swim around. And it looks like a lava lamp with fish in it.
So cool. I'm gonna name him.
What are you gonna name your fish?
That one is Little Sama. That one is Esme 2. Or Lore 2. And it just goes down the list.
Absolutely. Yeah. Love it. All right. That's really cool. I think we can do a lot of cool stuff with that. All right. See, that's the kind of stuff I want at the speakeasy. I don't want to know where we're going. Except for when Krom got shot. When he rolled low, I knew where that was going. Just gonna shoot him.
Okay, Adley, come look at this. Goodbye.
Absolutely. Oh, that was great. Fucking killed it. All right. I got another scene here. Can I get Akana and Midnight? If Akana can join the call. If you can't join the call, I understand Akana. But
Hello.
hello. Why can I never find Akana's token? Whenever I go looking for Akana's token, I always end up with her roast beast one, which is not what I'm looking for. Oh, I hit a button.
Hello.
Hello, I found your token, finally. It took me a million years, but I got there.
I mean, roast beef's still pretty cool.
Hey, roast beast was real good. Akana's still a fish. Leave it, it's perfection. Alright, so we are going back to Gibbet. For Midnight and Akana. Akana is Midnight's agent. We all know that. Or not Akana is Midnight's agent. Midnight, because you rolled a 1, I don't think you or anybody else has noticed your shadow is different yet. You've just noticed that it's back.
Okay.
But as you go out throughout your day since the web ball game, you've been able to use your AP again. Like, you're back to 12 AP. You're feeling great. But you've noticed that if you go a little while without Midnight Rush, that AP drastically dives. Like, if you go a full hour without drinking a can, you lose 2 AP.
Hmm.
And that doesn't feel like really bad. Like, not an hour. I'm going to say like 2 hours. That feels too much. But like, every night you tank your AP. Like, you have to wake up in the middle of the night, go to your mini fridge, sponsored by Midnight Rush. It is, Midnight, what does your mini fridge look like? What does your Gibbet given to you mini fridge look like?
Well, if it's a sponsored fridge, I think it very much has the black and green coloring with basically kind of a silhouette of his face on it.
Beautiful.
The light bulb inside lights up green when he opens the door.
Oh, it totally does. Like, it's just, like, doesn't even help you see what's in it, but that's fine because there's only one thing in it, and it's Midnight Rush. And they keep coming and restocking that like every night. Like, every time like you leave the house, somebody's like comes on in, they have a key to your apartment, and they load up your mini fridge. And they're treating you like a celebrity because you did so well for Gibbet. And like, so shit. I forgot his name real quick. I have it written down. Oh, sorry. This one is barium. Is it barium? Barium? Yes. Barium. Barium's just like, you've done amazing. Like, that last game, the sales of Midnight Rush are out of control. They're selling it at the Diving Bell. They're selling it at Kriegs at Market Square. Multiple Kriegs at Market Square. We even have one being set up at underwater Kriegs at Market Square. It's fantastic. We're just everywhere. The fish are drinking this. Everybody's loving it. So, so obviously, like, you've brought your agent here. We're here to renegotiate your contract to like put you on for a little bit longer. How are we feeling about Midnight Rush? Any thoughts? We've been drinking quite a bit of it. Do you need a new flavor? What are we thinking?
Well, I mean, I do have a. It's definitely been helping with that the contract issue. I'm sure you've heard about. It's definitely been overcoming that, so that's definitely a plus. I think so far it's going well enough. I am still concerned about. I do remember there being a contract on it before that I do have worries about how that will hit public relations in the long run. Because it's I get it. You guys are trying to make a profit off it, but I think if
we're not trying anymore. Let me tell you, we are
fair.
rolling in it.
Fair. I'm just concerned that it might eventually be a public relations nightmare in the future. So I think you guys should keep watch for that. I am also concerned about you. How much of the game do you remember?
Oh, not much of it. I was selling out I was just selling out. We were constantly nonstop selling the Midnight Rush, and of course, like, I'm glad Lithium took over, because like, woof, we didn't know how we were gonna end that. Everybody was just so drunk. Modern Major has sworn off alcohol.
Yeah, I think you guys might want to review the tapes on that, because he said something a little strange. I didn't touch the alcohol, so I still remember what happened. But he said something about not being a ghost.
Oh, yeah, he's not a ghost. A lot of people think he's a ghost. He's not a ghost.
I that's the thing. That seemed a little odd that he would need to mention that. Like, what's going on there?
He's not a ghost.
Okay,
Did you think he was a ghost? He's not a ghost. My Major General's not a ghost.
No, I didn't think anything like that. I'm just confused why he would need to mention it.
I'm not a ghost either.
Yeah,
Are you a ghost?
You know what?
Is she a ghost? He points at Akana.
Actually, here's a good question. What is a ghost in like I've heard the term before, but things have been a little. You know how the silver thimble is. We kind of were removed for a bit, so some of the terminology might be a little off. So tell me about what ghosts are.
This is the weirdest contract negotiation that I've ever been part of.
But these are concerns we need addressed.
He said something. He's like, okay, all right. A ghost is when two people love each other very much in a species that, procreates with two people, or one person loves themselves very much in a hermaphroditic sense, and they create a spawn, and it's a sentient spawn, and then they live their lives, and they go about their lives.
Okay, yes, so basically you're talking about souls, basically. Okay, I think I got it.
Right now I'm talking about people.
Okay.
So once you become a person, you have activities, and you've built upon, and you've formed, as you call it, a soul, or you die. Sometimes that lingers. Sometimes you stay around. Sometimes you go wherever it is that we don't know where they go. Not always. Right. Sometimes we think we know where they go.
So a pretty general definition of ghost, pretty universal.
That's what we would have thought, but everybody keeps getting me mixed up with a ghost, and I'm just a guy.
Yeah, I just wanted to work out some of the confusion first, contract-wise. Well, I suppose the first question is there a need that I'm not fulfilling for you guys yet, or am I doing everything fine, or is there something you prefer I be doing better?
Well, honestly, if we could, we would like to see you. We've heard about you out on adventures. Great representation. We would like to see you drinking more on-set adventures if you could. And like, so, you know, if you could think up some one-liners, hit some people with the one-liners. I'm sure your agent here can, like, she looks like, that's a person that looks like they can come up with a one-liner. And, like, if you could, just drop a bomb on them right before you hit, like, a big bad so that we can just get that into the songs, you know? He's
Hold on,
okay.
the songs? There's
Oh,
more than one song?
We're gonna have songs, and it's just like we're thinking about one. It's just like Wandercrew, and it's gonna go like that.
Okay.
But like, it's gonna be great. But so, and he pulls out a little, like, it looks like an eyeball with a propeller on it.
What the hell is this?
He's just like, this is how we're gonna capture your key moments. Like,
Hold on, is it alive? Is it mechanical? Is it both?
I mean,
that
yeah.
sounds like a yes.
It's a yeah. It used to be kind of fish. Now it's a camera that'll follow you around.
So basically, it's kind of powered by those mounted batteries you're making out of fish. Is that what I'm getting out of that?
Oh, it's definitely like, oh, have you seen, like, you see his aquarium, which is just like almost the size of a building at it, like the fucking, like, Boston Aquarium, not the Boston Aquarium, which is the one that has the giant, like, whales and stuff swimming in it. They have an aquarium that big that is just like standard fish, but way, way, way too big. And it's just like, so what I'm gonna need you to do is, and he hands it to Akana. And he's just like,
I'm not responsible for this.
No, Joe, no. Don't worry. It'll be fine. And like, it doesn't even land in your hand. It just kind of like flutters above it. And it's just like, so whenever he's about to do something that you know is going to be fantastic, you hit the record and send it out after him.
Right?
It will.
Do I have to touch the eyeball?
It's a button. It's a metal eyeball. It's not goopy. Don't get inside of it. The inside of it is goopy.
You couldn't, like, hire a cameraman. You just said you were making, like, profits end over end. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm an agent.
We could hire a cameraman. We could do that. But then, like, what if, like, Midnight's, you guys do dangerous stuff, and we're just people. I don't have anybody trained to go on grand adventures. Okay. All right.
This is a sports contract. This is a sports contract, and his action should be
It's an endorsement contract.
Like, so that changes the terms entirely.
Okay, we're gonna talk turkey, and he, like,
all right.
He pulls up a chair and he sits. All of a sudden, a desk rises up from the ground, and you guys are now sitting across from him from a desk. And he's like, okay, what's it gonna take to get our hero Midnight's here actions recorded for Gibbet? You don't want the eyeball camera, understandable. It's a little gross. You want to train up one of our men as a cameraman to follow you around? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, you are responsible for that. If you want footage, then you will have to instruct this cameraman and send them out. But they are not to go on missions or anything that's Wandercrew affiliated or sanctioned, because that footage is not to be captured, especially without looping the captain in.
Absolutely.
It's not
okay.
Public knowledge.
He starts, like, blacking out things. It's just like, okay, so we'll record nothing that the Wandercrew does, with the exception of Midnight. Midnight, he's in contract. He's locked in on us. Like, we own partially everything he does, especially under Midnight Rush, and we are compensating him quite fine for this. Like, look at him. Look at your coat. It's so lustrous.
I'm sorry. There may be something you're missing. If you are going to look at him, then we need all the information to know, how is this affecting him physically, his health.
Okay. Midnight is he's addicted to Midnight Rush at this point. Like, because of that one, you know that he's addicted to it, but right now he cannot go without it.
Gotcha.
Like that one has turned him dependent on it, and you don't know how to get rid of that yet.
Right, but does Gibbet know anybody in Gibbet? Anyone willing to talk to us?
Let me think. Okay, Akana, how did you get this information? Did you ask somebody? Do you have like a USB in something right now that is like downloading information?
Always, come on.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. So I will give you this and something that
I had a listening
Akana's
device
read.
in this room. The last time we were here, I'm pretty sure I left a bug here.
All right. So there is like we get a flashback to the directly after the web ball game where Modern Major General, still a little bit drunk, is talking in here, and he's just like, "Did you? I did a spirit attached to his shadow. What does that mean? Like that's." Like, what is it? Like, he still looks like he's going to be able to do some cool stuff. He's, like, got the green lightning and stuff. That's great. That's on brand. That's going to be great. And you hear somebody else talking, but it's still, like, it's cutting out a bit. He's like, would you stop screaming? I'm never drinking again. No, of course I'll drink mana batteries. Just alcohol. I'm not. You know what? No. Okay. All right. Somehow he managed to get one of the black dog's shadows stuck to him. Mm-hmm. I know he's a black dog. He should have a black dog shadow, but I don't think he's that kind of black dog. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. And then, that's the end of it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you know that Midnight Shadow is not his own, and it belongs to something called a black dog.
I love that for reasons I can't explain right now.
And so sitting across from him, he's just like, okay, let's get this deal done. You want a real cameraman? We're gonna provide you a real cameraman, but we want to keep them safe. They're not gonna go on Wandercrew missions with air quotes, but he will follow Midnight around and record what Midnight does.
Will we get to look at the footage and approve or reject anything that goes public? Or do we lose that right because of, how Gibbet is?
I feel like that's fair, and they starts like blacking out parts of it. It's just like, but we need to get this guy trained. And I've heard great things about Lockstitch Academy. Do you think we could send one of our people from here to apply to the Lockstitch Academy and have them go through your training?
Do they agree to be monitored 100% of the time?
Absolutely, fully agree.
They will have a watchdog after them. Dog, pun unintended. Like a shadow attached to them 100% of the time. All their activities will be reported through me. And if I find anything suspicious, because look, we got a little bit of we have an internal issue that's going on right now that I'm trying to spearhead to strengthen our infrastructure. We cannot have any information from Silver Thimble available to the public and wider the seasonal area or farther, get out without proper channels. So that has to be agreed upon in writing.
Absolutely, we understand. We absolutely understand. Our last Bureaumancer is currently in some kind of jail situation. Turns out he was a bad lawyer. We didn't know that. I promise that the original contract we signed we didn't know that it was in bad faith Midnight.
Sadly, it's null and void.
And sadly, as Bureaumancer's magic works, we cannot ourselves nullify it.
I know a few good lawyers. In my business.
Absolutely, and we would love to, like, if you want to bring in a lawyer and fully renegotiate that the first contract, we are here for it.
Actually, on that note, maybe there is a way you can help with that issue.
Mm.
And he'd pull out the card from the folded city. Know anything about this?
And like he is just like he looks at it, and like you see him look over it, and you can't see his eyes through the gas mask, and like it's very hard to read body language from these guys, but he literally doesn't see anything.
Oh, come on.
Like literally, that is the hint. It is as though you are not holding anything up to him.
Curious. Never mind about that. Sorry. Just, you know how magic
Do we
can
need to
be
go to a-
sometimes. We had
Do we
a
need
little
to
bit
go
of
to a
weirdness
black
here and there.
room or have a special light for this?
Did you say that it was from the folded city, or did you just hold up the card?
I just held it up, and when I saw the reaction, I was very much like, okay, probably should not mention more about it, other than the bit about the magic.
He nods along. He's like, excellent, okay. Is there anything else that we would like to get added to this? I think we are going to send they're young, they're a little bit of an upstart. Their name is Magnesium. I believe we will be
Okay.
sending them to Lockstitch. Is there anything that we should let them know before we send them on their way? Anything about the city? Do I need to tell you about their food allergies or anything? And he laughs. Says, we don't eat.
Yeah,
We're
he's
not
gonna have to be
ghosts.
responsible to, make sure that he takes care of himself. But, I mean, he's not too young to be on his own, right?
Oh no, Magnesium. They're what we would call like teenager.
All right.
Tell you what, send them
Maybe too
my way, and send them my way, and I'll make sure they get shown around the city, shown the basics.
Hey, is Akana's gills pierced in that picture? Because that's makes me very uncomfortable.
Nika did a
That is, in
fantastic
fact,
job.
correct. Also, that fin is like a mohawk fin at the top.
I love it so much. Never change.
All right, so we've got Magnesium's going to be on their way. We'll send them over to midnight. Do they have to arrange their own living quarters, or are they going to be staying in the Silver Thimble, or in the Lockstitch Academy? Do you have other recruits?
Yes, they have housing that's included in the academy campus.
They'll have dorms and stuff.
Yeah.
We will send them with an ample supply of mana batteries for themselves. If we could just get them a separate storage area, make sure that nobody comes and goes out of their room. Mana batteries are very expensive, and a lot went missing recently.
Oh. Yeah, definitely. We can secure that. It's like a lot?
Oh, well, yeah. A whole shipment on its way to continent got just disappeared.
Ooh.
We'd have no idea where it went.
I mean, you have people looking into it? Because,
We do, but we just figured we'd cut our losses for the most part. With the success of this web ball game, the huge rush on Midnight Rush, we just decided, let it go. I'll turn up at some point, or something. Some huge monster will turn up, like last time.
last time.
Yeah, I mean, there was a big duck.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
It was a big duck. Don't worry, the otters took care of it. I hear it was fine. one of their like boat captains like said he crashed a ship directly into all 3 of these ducks and like destroyed them himself. Hero, that man.
Problem solved, right?
Yeah, problem solved. And it's just like,
Right.
okay, you guys have talked to him enough that I will tell you right now that this contract is not going against you guys in any way. It is exactly what, on paper, it is what you agreed to. That nothing that the Wandercrew does will be recorded for the commercials that they want to put out. But when Midnight is about to do something cool, like either Akana or Midnight can say, bring in my cameraman, and they will record that. But it has to be done before the roll. It's like, you can't roll a 20 and then say he comes in. You got to do it before you make that roll.
Oh, so it could go either way.
Exactly.
You get him some loaded dice.
Right? But the thing is, Akana, if you're in the chat, you can call out a moment, and Midnight, if you're in the game, you say that you're doing it. Like, so if Akana is watching, you guys get 2 opportunities.
Nice. I'll take it.
Okay, sounds good.
And it's just like, we're gonna make you a star. And like he rolls up the thing and puts it in one of the pneumatic tubes and sends it up.
Oh, one last question.
He pulls it back. He's like, oh, he's got his hand in a pneumatic tube. He's like halfway stuck up. His feet are dangling off the floor. He's like, help!
Just give it a good yank.
Over and helps him.
He's like, okay, all right. He pulls it back out. He's just like, he opens it up. What's up? What do we need?
I forgot to ask. What percent does Midnight get? Total.
Oh, it's the same contract. It's like as before on the percentage wise. He not only gets all of the midnight rush he could possibly ever need. He does
he has
also
too much,
get.
Actually.
I'm sorry. Too much? We've been monitoring your intake. It does seem like you are drinking at least 1 every 2 hours, which is the recommended dosage. I'll have you know.
Dosage. Okay.
I mean, serving size. Serving size.
There is a little. I'm gonna have to step in and say this. Stop me, Midnight, if you want to. But a little bit of a unhealthy attraction to where almost like he won't survive without it. I think his health may be negatively impacted. Do you have any, doctors on call? Maybe not from Gibbet, that are familiar with this kind of negative health effect.
Absolutely. There's a doctor in, I don't know, I know you guys are well traveled. Have you been to a town called Belltown?
I have not, but I am familiar with the location.
We have an amazing, one of our foremost researchers was from Belltown. And he returned there. So we can put in a good word for you.
That would be fantastic.
Absolutely. He goes through a Rolodex.
We can't have our star not in tip-top shape.
I 100% agree. I understand completely with what you're saying here. It's like, he pulls it out and he's just like, Neon in Belltown is who you are looking for.
Okay.
So highly recommend it.
Contact information, and we will look into that. And it's okay, totally permissible, right? That he even seeks out his own doctors if he wishes for different opinions.
Oh, absolutely. We have no the contract does not include his health as long as he remains healthy enough to continue playing web ball and putting on such an amazing show.
Okay. Sure. I think we're good. Midnight, is there anything else we didn't address? We got your compensation set up, possible, health, and looking into some magic things. I think that covers it.
Yeah, I think that covers it pretty well.
Okay. All
All right. Yeah. So like, he starts to put the tube back and the thing, and he's like, "Am I good? Can I?" He just puts it
We're
in.
gonna
And you hear those like, boom.
We signed it, so yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Absolutely. Very good. Very good scene, guys. That was awesome. I think I have one more that I had planned out. Not that one. Can't do that one for reasons that you guys will figure out very, very soon. I love pneumatic tubes. That's why I really wanted them to be like what Bobbert was saying as like the travel around the city was gonna be. Like the idea of just putting people in pneumatic tubes and like in an Art Deco world and just like go. And it's like that's always very like I guess Futurama did do that. Yeah, I honestly did not watch a lot of Futurama, everybody. I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess if you were telling me that was in Futurama, yeah, I'm gonna believe you.
100%.
I just don't like Matt Groening. I don't think he's funny. Or Groening, whatever his name is. I don't think The Simpsons are funny. Mandalorian had it
I think
too?
it's better. Oh yeah, Mandalorian had it too.
When did Mandalorian have it? Well, shit. Now I've got to. No, I'm not going to rewatch The Mandalorian again. Every time I watch The Mandalorian, I want to play a tabletop game set in that universe, and I can't do that. I can't do it.
You can, and it would be so awesome.
Sorry, Nika's telling me to focus. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna end this speakeasy here. I know Adley had a couple scenes that they want to do, but don't you worry, Adley. We are gonna get your scenes. I think I want to do another speakeasy this month. Like at some point. I don't quote me on that. We're gonna try to like get a bunch of things in. But yeah. So if everybody, wait. So who signed up for the game tomorrow, Nika?
I believe it is Ceylon, Katori, Vatna, and Seth. I think.
Sick. Good party. Good setup.
Fascinated by that lineup. I think that'll be a really good game.
Did you guys? Oh shit! No, you guys have seen the poster. It's been on the scroll thing. It's like it's a wild game for you four to sign up for. But all right, I would like to thank all of you guys for coming and for playing this like speakeasy with me. Set up a lot of cool stuff. This was a great scene. This was great. Contract negotiations with Midnight and Akana. That was great. We're gonna add
from last time.
Right? We're just gonna keep on going. Also, I'm really fried, and I got to get tomorrow's game good and ready. But thank you guys so much for playing these things. I want to do more of the speakeasies. It's just I'm dead, always dead. But yeah, I don't have much else to say here.
No, I think that's a good point to wrap it up. So we are going to do exactly that thing, and then we will see you guys tomorrow for Let's Go, I think it's called. Yeah,
Let's Go.
Which I am intrigued to see how that pans out. So we're going to go heck off and die, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Just as a reminder, the game schedule is up. There will be at least one more weekday game. It'll be on a Monday. I just haven't decided when exactly and what we're doing for it, but there will be one. So yeah, with that, we're gonna
listen to our song a million times.
Go listen to the song like a million times. It's pinned in the workshop. It was amazing. Also, go give the creators some love, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye forever.
Goodbye.